Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on Married at First Sight, season 7, episode 7. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for being here and for joining the channel. And to all of my nieces and nephews, thank you so much for your continued support. I must say that this season of Married at First Sight is the most boring season yet. I just needed to put that out there. I am finding it very difficult to do these reviews on this particular show because it's just so damn boring. It really is. So anyway, we're going to start off with the most boring couple. And that's Tristan and Maya. They're just boring as hell to me. The couples got together and we see the two of them still pretending to trust each other, pretending to be over the heartbreak, pretending that she told the truth, just pretending that they're happy. They're actually telling one another that they're in love. Or that they love each other. Let me stop, because Tristan said that he's not in love with her, that there's a difference. We see them when they go and meet up with the other couples and, for dinner. And, the other couples are kind of wondering whether or not they're going to come. Basically, Maya sits at the table and Maya, whatever the hell, she sits at the table. And, of course, the couples are very interested in what is happening in their relationship and what happened, at the airport. She sits there and she lies and she says basically, hey, I can't say what was happening and I can't talk about it or I'll just cry. Okay. Typical behavior of a liar, allegedly. And so basically, she Tristan covers her back on it. She says that this is the reason why she loves him, because he continues to cover her back and support her in the public eye. He later on that same evening has a conversation with David where he's very candid with him, and he says that he has trust issues with her, that he's building his trust. And basically she gets angry that evening and they have a little tiff and she went to bed angry, and they wake up and they have a conversation about it. This was the week that the couples are, supposed to, incorporate other family and friends. And so Tristan takes his little, alleged stalker chick with him over to his mom's house, and she confronts her about, whether or not she has told him the truth and nothing but the truth. So help her. And she says yes, that she's told him everything that will affect him. Okay. And so we're supposed to believe this. Even at the dinner, Tristan, who was being very inappropriate, asked the couples if they were doing sex. And Bobby and Danielle made a decision that they were not going to answer that was none of his business. They did mention that, his dog sleeps in the bed with them. And so I guess they mentioned this, to make it appear that they're not having sex and that the dog is sleeping between them. Okay. So, he says, well, we're doing sex, and, she likes that. This girl is so disingenuous. And we'll see what happens next with them. The next boring couple that we are going to talk about is Bobby and Danielle. They are very happy together with all of their dogs. They have the family over, his mom and his sister and the dad and everything, and everything's gravy with them. And so basically he says that he loves her. but he's not willing to tell her, and she's continuing to wear those same eyelashes that Molly wore last season, and basically everything's gravy with them. There's not a lot that is going on with them, and I don't know if it's because I want to see some controversy. I think I just want to see a little bit more life happening with them. And so then we move on to David and Amber, who are heading up the crowd and basically really having life issues. They're both older couples, and so basically she has her girlfriend over, and I think her name was Shanika or something like that. I thought she was going to be a black woman, and she came in and she was something else. And so I was like, okay, this is really interesting. And so she's very aggressive. They asked them, would they like any drinks? And they have, Dave has a rack of alcohol there. And, Christian Dave has a rack of alcohol there. And so, basically, they talk about what would you like to have to drink? And she says, a margarita. And so Dave, asked her husband if he would like some, and she makes the decision that he's not going to have some. And so Dave is a little turned off by this because the girlfriend is very aggressive. She says that he's going to have to get used to her because she's not going anywhere. That's her best friend, and she'll always be there. She says at the table and talks about her ring, and now she needs to have another ring put on top of the wedding ring and the wedding band and everything else. And she's just very aggressive with her husband, very demanding, and he's just really subservient to her. And we'll see how long this marriage lasts. But anyway, I'll move on. We see the cat from hell, tear up the bathroom basically when they're on their way over to Dave's friend's house. And I'm saying, get rid of the cat. He's disgusted by the cat. And quite frankly, so am I. The cat has gone in there and torn up paper towels and toilet paper and everything in the bathroom. And he says, I'm going to let Amber get that. Good answer, Dave. Good answer. When they were talking about the friends, he says that he wants to basically have his friends, her meet his friends and everything. And she says she doesn't need any new friends. And I thought that was just a bad approach to that. He was very open to see your friend, although he did make some comments about their character and how he doesn't think that that's going to work out for his relationship. And I thought that was fair. And so basically, she's like, well, she's my best friend and she doesn't need to be judged. No, she came in there, a little aggressive with everybody, frankly. She's one of those kind of people that, you have that kind of friend who just sucks all the air out the room because they have a need to have all of that attention. She's that kind of girl. And so when she sits there and she says, I don't want any friends, and she's very insecure. Earlier in the conversation, they were talking about, what was your perfect match, or what would your celebrity crush be? And, she says that she described a man that looked like him. And he said that he liked someone, I think her name was Jessica Biel. And so now she gets very insecure and about the relationship. This is just another thing that she's very insecure about. And because she's not a brunette. He said that he's attracted to tall brunettes. And she says, well, I'm a blonde. No, you're a brunette. Your roots are giving away your secret, boo. All you have to do is let that, those roots and everything just come alive. Cut that broken off hay of a hair off anyway. You don't need it. It's not doing anything for you. We've already discovered that you have weave in the back because your hair is so over processed that it is not even blending well. So go ahead and be the brunette that he wants you to be, and stop being this fake blonde that you're not. And she's already a little rough looking anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of on the a little bit more testosterone side. But I mean, it's just okay. She's still pretty. And so, basically she has all these insecurities because they had a discussion. And she just has one insecurity on top of another insecurity instead of dealing with Paisley. I'm saying deal with Paisley. Deal with the cat. So they go over to the friend's house and she starts discussing with the wives, her insecurities and how she felt. And the other one was like, one of the wives was like, hey, look, when I met my husband, he said that his dream girl was Holly Berry. And she was white. And, she said, I took it as a joke and said, yeah, I look a lot like Holly Berry. That's how you have to swallow it. Look, you've married this man at first sight. And so you didn't know what he was going to like. And you didn't care. And then she made a comment saying that, maybe that's why he wasn't attracted to me at the gym. Maybe that's why he never approached me, because I was blonde. It might be. And it might be that y'all weren't on the same shifts, because had he seen you, he would have recognized that you were the girl that was allegedly sleeping with everybody. So you're lucky he didn't see you. This girl has a whole lot of insecurities. She's come up with so much baggage. And because of that, I think that she's really going to run him away. I think that Tristan's inability to tell the truth and to be real about who she is, the way that she tucks herself up underneath him all the time, and she's never really eye to eye and face to face with him, speaks a lot to her character. I mean, it's almost like she's always hiding under a rock. And I think that even though he says that he loves her and he's working on the trust, I just don't think there's any. And I think with Danielle and what is his cotton freaking name, Bob, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, because this guy's no way as perfect as she thinks he is, and neither is she. She's an older woman, and she's got a man that cooks and cleans for her. So she's happy. I know I would be. But I would also want more substance out of the relationship. And I would want to, have an opportunity to do those things for him as well. And I just wonder whether or not he'll tire of her. Again, like I said, this is one of the most, this could not be more boring. I apologize for not having more to give to you. I'm just skimming over it. They really need to pick their game up next year. There's nothing really interesting about these couples, and you almost can predict the end of it. I'm hoping that they stay together. I really am. But really, frankly, I don't give a damn if they do or they don't. Dave and Amber, surprisingly, I'm more interested in their story this year. And that's only because I'm just waiting for him to get tired of her and all of her insecurities and the cat from hell. So anyway, thank you so much for looking at this review. I couldn't give you what they didn't give me. And I apologize for that. Hopefully next week we'll be able to come out here and really talk about something exciting, and maybe they'll get the ball rolling before I just get completely and totally tired of this damn show. If you have not had an opportunity, please check out my review on A Killer Curves, a BET documentary about butt implants, butt lifts, and butt injections. Have a great night. Bye-bye.